and I don't think a lot of Wall Street analysts realize that they do this. So I see them as gaining share over a Staples, and I think Staples promotions for early back to school stink, for lack of better words. Same-store sales for Dollar General up 5 consecutive quarters. Anytime you invest in a retailer, you want to see same-store sales growth accelerating quarter over quarter. It's not just enough to show increases quarter over quarter. You need to see these increases getting better. Tells me higher prices, tells me more foot traffic in the stores. And fact of the matter is, the company is one of the strongest growers in terms of their new store openings and remodeling plans within retail. That is a recipe for success. Bob, I'll toss it back to you.
Great, Brian. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. You did an absolutely just spectacular job. I hope everybody enjoyed hearing Brian today. I was just going to mention something about the DG chart. As a technical guy, I'm a momentum guy. I want to buy strength. I want to buy when other people are buying. That's when I want to get in. That's when I want to get in the game. All right. I don't certainly dismiss fundamentals, but one is a driver of the other between fundamentals and technicals. Maybe fundamentals drive technicals because look, you had a big move here in volume on Dollar General, and just a couple of days later it broke out at $50. It hasn't looked back, and it's been up 10% in about a month. So that's the sort of thing that I look for. And maybe one drives the other. I certainly don't think bad fundamentals are going to drive a stock to go up. There is a very rare case where that occurs, but in any event, yeah, this is good. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick skinny on what I'm seeing so far this morning. You guys want to take we're going to probably take a look at some of these fertilizers today. They had a little bit of a sharp drop yesterday, but I see some of them are up pretty sharply today, recovering yesterday's losses. Agrium is the one of my favorite. And you can see this one's just been full of power for about a month now. Mosaic is one I mentioned the other day as well too. This is one that came in a little bit yesterday. Now it's pulling up a little bit past $55. When we actually made some money not once but twice last month on. And then potash, of course, is always a favorite of mine. So you can take a look at that one. That one's something I'm going to be taking a look at. CF, of course, is just been a wild animal up there, all-time highs near 200. The only concern here, obviously, you can see on the chart here a double top formation, perhaps just over $200. So from May and then from early July. So that's something we have to be concerned about. In any case, not a whole heck of a lot right now to be looking at. I'm not really too thrilled with many charts. I looked at about 75 charts last night, and I think about 71 of them looked really, had broken down or looked bad. So maybe about less than 10% of the one, or less than 6% of the ones that I was looking at looked good. Doug asked about Nike. Are they insulated due to the U.S. exposure? I'll take a look at that chart real quick. I don't know, Brian, you want to jump in on Nike because it's in the retail area? You want to take a look at that one if you're still with me?
Yeah, Nike, yeah, absolutely. Nike is, I did not like it coming into this report. Nike has shown me zilch, nada, zero fundamentally. It is a story that the street continues to like, even though the fundamentals are telling you you should not like it. Weak gross margins that are getting worse despite them raising prices. The Europe markets were, I think, very disappointing, but equally, China was very disappointing. I think the market is still looking for a lot of catalysts here that are just not materializing. I would stay away from Nike at this point. You want to look at something like Foot Locker that I talked about earlier. Better inventory position, better valuation. That would be where I'm looking.
How about UA? Is that anything of interest as well too? I know they're a competitor of Nike. Mm-hmm. Under Armour? Yeah, Under Armour, it's caught a downdraft ever since they announced that 2-for-1 stock split. I tend to trade Under Armour or make calls around it pretty much in the days leading up to the earnings report. It's almost